Weird things that happen to me in everyday life, part 110. So I mentioned previously that I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston for college. I also had to take 2 years off of Berklee to save up some money and to go back. And while I was working and saving up money, one of my Berklee advisors was like, you know what, why don't you take some community college classes that we have here at Berklee that you need for your degree, and then you can just transfer them over because they are a lot cheaper at community college than they were at Berklee. Which was great advice because 2 of my community college classes didn't even amount to the price of 1 of my Berklee classes. So for my business degree at Berklee, they said I needed to take art history. I don't know why. So now, setting the scene, I'm taking art history here at our local community college. All semester long, I've shown up 1 hour before classes started and I wait in the lobby. One of the custodians, while he's doing rounds, will let me and another classmate into the classroom because we were literally always the first people there before our teacher has arrived. Now, this classroom has 4 rows of desks, and I sit in the very, very front because I'm blind. I'm either sitting in the front in row 3 or in the front in row 4. I never sat behind me. I don't even know who sat behind me, minus this one chick that had really long nails, and she would go like this during the entire class. We had classes 2 times a week, and we had 1 long class and 1 short class. I can't remember the time, but let's say 1 class was an hour and a half and 1 class was just an hour. At this time of the story, we are way past midterms and almost done with a semester. I think we had maybe 3 weeks left. This is final project time, and we had 2 parts to our final project. Part 1 was that we had to pick a piece of art, go to the museum, take a photo with the art, and then write about the art in an 8-page paper. And part 2 is that we had to have a student-teacher conference. Now, the paper wasn't due yet, but I remember submitting my rough draft and being really good standing with that class. Honestly, the only thing I was nervous about was that conference. And honestly, I don't know why. I always try to do my best no matter what I do, but I remember participation was such a big deal to her in her point grading system that I made sure to Hermione Granger that every single class. I was like, ooh. Just made sure that she knew that I was participating every class, and I thought she was going to say something along the lines of, you're not participating enough. But of course now, because it's me, we know it's a lot worse than that. I go into this conference. She asks me to sit down. I do, and she says, I have to say I'm disappointed in you. You haven't shown up to hardly any classes. Your work is subpar and is still missing. Honestly, I'm surprised you even showed up today. What do you have to say for yourself? And I just look at her. And finally, when I find my voice, I say, Professor, can you tell me who you think I am? What's my name? What do you think my name is? What? She had a list of students in front of her, so I said, on this list, can you point to my name? What do you mean? It's okay if you can't tell me because I know that you have a lot of students, but I'll tell you, I'm averaging an A- in your class. I sit in the very front row in front of your podium, and I've never missed a single day of class. What? This is my name, by the way.